2, 1.
We found her, Zach.
We found her. It was all
She was right in that cinema there, Cinema 2. That's where she was the entire time.
She was in Cinema 2 the whole time. Wasn't much of a... Didn't take much. We just had to look for about an hour and a half.
The worst part about going to see these movies is having to deal with the fucking children. They were. Is this exceptionally bad, or were they always like this?
It was like The Founder. They were treating it like a McDonald's playground. So just strict.
Those kids.
But, those kids, they were... They were walking up and down, they were going... "Ah!"
They were running as well, and they were stomping.
They were stomping, and I was wondering what the old guy in front of us was thinking. But they came up behind us, the row behind us, like right next to our heads at one point, during a real important scene too. During a real touching scene, and they were just like... Run, 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 run.
I think, I didn't listen to the scene, but I saw the very end of it, and I can kind of figure it was kind of like...
I missed the whole thing.
It was kind of just like, Dory,
You
do you, we'll do us, we're family.
That would have been a good scene too. So yeah, we found her. She went missing, we found her. With the help of Nemo and his gracious dad, his neurotic dad, his arsehole father.
His dad is definitely an arsehole.
He's such a dick.
What was the one moment that I said to you he was a real arsehole in? More than every other time.
I
can't remember. Good shit though.
Oh, good. Oh, okay. Well, I think we'll just start us off. We both liked this movie a lot.
Yeah, I liked it a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah. Well, they did it well. They did the best they could with that. What with a.
You know what was good about it? They weren't in the fucking ocean the whole time. Because the ocean is kind of boring.
Yeah. When they were in the ocean, it was actually quite boring. It was just a kelp.
When at the start of the movie, I was like, this movie must have been made real cheap. Because all it is a blue background and some fish swimming.
Yeah.
No budget in that at all.
But it was real good, and they did the best. They did, the best that they could have done for a Finding Nemo sequel, because watching that, Dory is sort of in the first movie. It's like a character you don't know too much about. In this movie, they really made her so you can go back and watch the first one again and be like, I know her story as well. And it's actually quite rare for a sequel to do that, to make it look that nice. I was quite impressed.
Pixar got their magic back.
They got their magic back. They've got what's that elephant's name?
Horton.
No, and Inside Out.
Or Bing Bong.
Bing Bong.
Oh shit! Never forget that moment.
No, that was too fucking sad. But they really did this movie well, and it was actually quite funny in some parts. I really liked the octopus. That was a cool. They introduced a lot of cool characters. The Finding Nemo series actually has a lot of cool characters. I've got the main characters which aren't that interesting, and then I've got.
I was expecting, and I'm a bit surprised they didn't do a Bruce cameo.
I was expecting that too.
Because they cameos with everyone else. Did the actor that played Bruce, did he die or something?
I don't know.
Who played Bruce?
I don't know. Bruce Pullman.
Hello!
Yes. I'm actually quite pleased they didn't do a Bruce cameo though. I think that would have been too gimmicky, and it would have taken away a little bit.
But William Dafoe was in it though.
Yeah, he isn't it?
I gotta say, my one complaint with the movie is they did the typical kids movie thing of the ending is right here, and you're walking towards it, and there's a wall put in front of you, and then you gotta walk around the wall.
Oh,
you know what? Like,
yeah.
They did it twice in this movie, and it was real bad.
They did a lot of almost there.
Yeah.
Ah!
They did it with
What's the way to do this?
With the truck doors shut on them.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they could have just sped up that conversation and got the heck out of there, but then they ended up saving all the fish, doing the step 3 of Sigourney Weaver's plan.
Finding Dory starring Sigourney Weaver and Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Why
was Sigourney Weaver? I kept expecting to see her in person, just sitting in the booth recording those lines.
I don't know why she was on this.
It was so stupid. The first time it happened, he goes, and it's not like subtle either. It's not just she's talking and you go,
I'm actress Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, famous for Alien.
But there was some back to the character thing. There was really good. Hank was a good character. I liked the whales. The whale shark and the other things.
Especially with his best glasses in the world.
That was quite. There was a lot of funny times in this.
Yeah, that was really
I
funny.
was laughing lots of times at just dumb things too, but I just felt good.
It's a really dumb, this movie.
But it's good dumb.
Yeah, it is.
It's not like.
I also the sea lions. They were
funny, especially when I don't want to be one of those too reminiscent things of like, oh, especially that part where they go. But there was that part where they get off the rock, and that retarded one gets on the rock.
What,
and
right at the end?
No, it was at the end when they go to watch them. He gets on like, you lost your mind.
Yeah.
You better not get too comfortable on that rock. I thought that was funny. It was so funny, this movie. But I felt bad for laughing because it was just so dumb. So, anything else to say about it? Well, the
Not really. It's just
short film in front of it was quite. It was alright. It was quite cute.
I just spent the whole time looking at that sand in the water. I was like,
sand.
That's sand. You can tell me that's real sand, and I believe you.
I know. Pixar do a lot of. They sort of. I think with most of their main movies, they say, okay, for this movie, we're going to try and perfect sort of water particles in our animation. But no, they did that with WALL-E though. They tried to perfect like space and star like animation. I don't know.
Did you watch that in like special features?
I watched that somewhere, and same with Up. They did something, I don't know, balloon animation.
I was watching the video where they were directing the kid, and they were showing him how to act, and like they made him like the kid from Up. Yeah, he's an Asian kid. Did you tell that? He didn't sound it. And then they'd be like, okay, memorize this line. They'll go run around the building 3 times, and then come back and say it. And then he'd run around, and then come back and like shout the line. I'm like, that was great. I don't really understand the point of it.
What I wasn't for Finding Dory. What I was hoping they wouldn't do would be a whole heap of. I remember. Oh, I've forgotten, because that was the most annoying part of Dory, and
yeah, it's quite annoying when you
you
forget things all the time. Must suck to be Dory.
Yeah, well, Dory's annoying anyway. But that was an annoying. I didn't like that. They did it too much. They're just like, oh, what's that? What is it? Oh, I'm going to forget in a few minutes, so remind me. Oh, shit like that. I'm like, okay, I know you forget things, Dory. You annoying, stupid.
They learned from the first movie.
They did that a lot in the first movie. Anyway, I'll give this a. What do you give it first?
No, you go first.
Well, I'm going to give this. Who directed this? John Lannister?
No idea who directed it.
Who's John Lannister? He's the head one.
I only know Brad Bird.
He's not Pixar, is he?
Yeah, he directed
He did
Incredibles.
Incredibles.
And Iron Giant.
And Iron Giant's not Pixar.
But it's good.
It's Brad Bird. There's a Brad Bird who works on The Simpsons, and I don't know if it's the same Brad Bird. Every time I watch The Simpsons, I see his name in the opening credits.
That's Sam Simmons, isn't it?
Well, yeah, he made it, or whatever.
It's not Brad Bird and
Brad Bird did. No, there's a Brad Bird though who did the music in The Simpsons.
No, it wasn't Brad Bird.
No, so hang on.
No, don't look that up now. What are you giving this out of 5?
I give this 5. I give this 5 grains of sand.
I would give this 4.5 forgotten memories.
Oh no. How bittersweet. Okay, we'll wrap that up.
What Ice Age movie are they up to? Is it like 5 now? Because I remember, didn't the Arctic melt or something? I thought they'd all die by now.
The first Ice Age was really funny. I really liked the first Ice Age movie, and I've seen the next 3, and I hated them all.
Is it in The Simpsons they make fun of Dennis Leary for doing the voice of... He's the Sabretooth in Ice Age? There's one show where they make fun of Dennis Leary for doing that.
What else is Dennis Leary in?
I don't know.
Oh.
Who knows what he's doing?
Doing the voice of Diego.
Diego, yeah.
Good movie though. Good movie. We'll show that again because I talked through it. Okay.